Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome if you are new here. I'm so glad you guys decided to come and watch today's video. I am doing a huge deep clean in our living room and I'm excited to show you guys all the disgusting dirt and crumbs and messes that we have in our living room. And I'm excited to show you guys the after as well. So let's get started. But right before we get started, if you haven't yet, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel. And if you liked anything in today's video or you have any tips on how you deep clean, I would love to hear that in the comment section below. And for everyday life, you can follow me over on Instagram. All right, so let's get started. I'm just walking through my living room right now, showing you guys all the crumbs, all the dirt. Our couch especially needs a really good cleaning. As you can see, it's really stained. So I am going to be taking all the cushions off. I have a full video on how I really deep clean my couch that I'll link below, but I'll do like a quick version of it in today's video to just show you guys how I clean them. And last week's video, I did a prep for this huge deep clean. So I went around and I started picking up all the kids' toys and organizing those and just trying to get this space cleaned up and cleared up so I didn't have all that to do on top of the deep clean. I am going to be going through toys still in this video. As you can see, there was still like a little bit of a pile up on toys, so I did a little bit of that in today's video, but again, most of that I did in last week's video just to get this place prepped so I didn't have to spend that 45 minutes that I spent last video on doing that stuff just to clear up the area. So I like to open up the door, get that light in here, and I'm gonna start taking off all these cushions. My kids are out of the house right now, so I'm able to get all these cushions off without them jumping on them, which is amazing. Usually they're jumping on everything I'm doing, so it was kind of nice not having to monitor that as well. So I'm going to go ahead, get all these cushions off, and start a load of laundry with these cushions in there. And really, I just kind of do 3 to 4 cushions per load just because I really want to make sure they're getting cleaned. So, and I'll take you guys along with me while I do the laundry there to show you guys how I do it for these cushions. Now this couch doesn't get used as much, but just wait till you see. Look at all these toys. Like there is so many toys in our couch, and look at all the crumbs. We don't even use this couch very much. So like I was shocked that there was this many crumbs. So I really just wait till you guys see my big couch because that is just, woo, oh my goodness. So I'm like, oh God, that's embarrassing. But hey, that's why we're here. We all have that, you know, we all need to do that deep clean. And if you have kids and before you had kids, I feel like there's a lot of mamas out there like me where I was like, there's no way I'm letting my kids eat in the living room and on the couch. No way. And once I had kids, I was like, yep, go ahead, go put a show on, eat a snack so mommy can have her coffee in the kitchen and make her grocery list. So, or whatever project you need to do. So I definitely became that mom where I let my kids eat on the couch. And you know what? I surrendered my couch. And one day when the kids are old enough, we will get a new couch. So all good. I'd rather my kids play and have fun and jump on it and eat on it. So, and I'd rather just be able to clean it then afterwards. So this fabric, thank goodness, has been so easy to clean. And I just took this OxiClean Insta-Clean spray. I sprayed it on a little bit of the couch here, and then I sprayed it on the cloth as well, and just did a wipe down with it, and it came up really clean. And here, this spot is crazy. So I let this soak in on the arm here because obviously the arm doesn't come off, like the fabric doesn't come off to go put in the wash. So I sprayed that really heavy heavily on there, and I'm just letting that soak in. And then I took a damp cloth with just a little bit of water and I wiped that off, but I'll show you guys that in a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these couch cushion covers off, the pillowcases off since I'm doing the couch, and get that all in my pile to start the laundry. Now that the product has been sitting on the arm of the chair here for a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and take my blue cloth here and just really rub it into the fabric. I'm doing this just so there's no distinct line of where I sprayed. I kind of want it to just kind of melt in, have just like a melted area of wetness throughout the dry, just so then that it doesn't create, hopefully that made sense, just so it doesn't create like a water ring around the damp area, the stuff that I sprayed on there. I want it to kind of all like blend in together. So that's why I'm going ahead and rubbing it with this blue cloth, just so again, there's no watermark. Now I'm taking a lightly damp, as you can see there, a lightly damp cloth here, and I'm just wiping out just like the product a little bit, wiping it a little bit more. Again, just trying to blend everything together. The spray you don't have to wash off, thankfully. So again, it's just like lightly on there just to kind of help blend everything. Now the yellow cloth here is my dry cloth. It's completely dry, and again, this is just helping blend the wet into the dry areas, just so there's not like that distinct watermark. And I'm going to be rubbing the arm of the chair throughout the next couple hours a few times, just to help get any of that like little bit of dampness out and help blend the wet into the dry. All the crumbs, all the dirt, all the toys in our couch. Oh my goodness. Yes, we needed a deep clean. Oh goodness. When I look at this video, I'm like, ooh, I should probably be deep cleaning my couch a little bit more often. But you know what? We get it done maybe 3 times a year, 4 times a year, you know, and I'm pretty happy with that. So anyways, again, I think the last time, the video that I'm going to be linking was the last time I did it. I want to say I did that back in April, May. So yeah, so that's kind of, you know, every 4 months is kind of when we get this done. So all good. You know, I do try to remove, I don't take I will take the cushions off and like vacuum in my couch like more often, but I don't take the cushion covers off every time. So, look at all those toys, like a sock, a comb, remote. I don't even know where that remote came from. That doesn't work on anything in our house. Anyways, so I will go ahead and like remove the cushions and vacuum the couch, but I won't take the cushion covers off every time. So that is something I do, but obviously I have not vacuumed my couch for quite some time because this is pretty bad for us. And like side note, why can't my couch be like one of those couches where you find like $10 and change? Like we never have change in our couch. I'm like all these people where you see on TV and they're like, oh man, I just have to remove my couch cushions and I found like $10 and I can go get a Starbucks coffee. Yeah, that's not our couch. We have toys and remote controls that I have no idea where they came from and some socks. So, yeah, we're not fortunate enough to have the change in our couch to buy stuff. the other couch, I went ahead and sprayed the cloth and just wiped down the back of the couch. And now I'm just showing you guys all the crumbs that I like kind of brushed off of the cushions onto the floor here. I vacuum quite a bit when I'm cleaning. So like I do it all like in like little segments here, like little pieces. Like I'll vacuum this little area just so that my feet aren't dragging crumbs everywhere. So I'll, vacuum that little area. Then, I'll move the couch. I'll vacuum behind the couch. And then once I move the couch back, I'll re-vacuum the whole area. So I re-vacuum and vacuum the same place like quite a few times, but it's just because I don't want to spread the crumbs and the mess and stuff throughout the house. So I do like having that cordless vacuum that I talk about in all my videos. It's like one of my best cleaning purchases with me all the time. It's just so much easier. I can vacuum real quick. You have like the hand vacuum for it, and it just makes cleaning so much easier for me anyways. Now I'm just going to go ahead and wipe down our coffee table. We got this coffee table from my mother-in-law, but my mother-in-law gave it to someone that had cats that like kind of clawed the top of it a little bit, and then we got it from them. So it's definitely a handy down coffee table here, but it's perfect for our house. Doesn't have the sharp corners, and the kids can jump on it between the couches and all that. So, but as you can see here, it definitely needed a wipe down. It has splattered milk on there. It's dusty and it's just kind of beaten up. So I just wanted to go ahead and give this a good wipe down. And I also wanted to go ahead and go through the drawer here. So I kind of forget about this drawer, and there's so much stuff in here that we kind of just threw in here. I mean, I don't even think I really went through this drawer since before my first was born. So that's like over 4 years ago. I mean, I go ahead and throw things in there, but I haven't like really went through this drawer for quite some time. So we have a lot of those wet wipe napkin things that you get after having wings. Yeah, we got a lot of wings, as you can see here. And then we, I don't know, have 50,000 remotes that I have no idea where they work for. And yeah, we have like so many remotes that I have no idea where they came from. So some of them I know. Some of them I know. I will give myself credit for that. But there's some that I'm like, ooh, where did that come from? Anywho, so I went ahead and I just threw a bunch of that stuff out, kept some of that there, and I'm just finishing wiping this down. Side note, don't let your dryer vent get this full. You should definitely try to empty that like every time you do a load in the dryer. Empty that. I don't know what I was doing, but I must have not have done that for quite some time, or my husband did laundry last for me. Anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and throw the cushion covers into the dryer. I put them on our delicate setting on very dry, and I'm going to go ahead and start the next load. So again, I'm putting 3 to 4 cushion covers in there. I'm putting a little bit of the borax in there. That helps with some odor and stains and stuff. And then I also am putting some OxyClean powder in there. That helps with stains. And then I put a detergent pot in there. And some of the loads, when I remembered, I put there's like a laundry sanitation sanitizer thing that I put into the little bleach dispenser it says to do. So when I remembered, I did that too. Obviously, I did not remember for that load. So, but I do put that in there. I just like the smell. And then again, because the kids are constantly rubbing their faces and stuff on there, I just like to throw a little bit of the sanitation product in there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and move these couches. I'm going to vacuum around here. I'm going to wipe down our windowsill, dust all that. I'm going to wipe down my exercise bike here that I need to be using more often, and just give everything a nice good dusting and wipe down in this area here. This is a wet mop vacuum, so it vacuums up and mops at the same time, which is fantastic. It's like one of my second best purchase. I know I love my cordless vacuum too. And what I was going to say with that is, for when I was deep cleaning this, or like if I haven't cleaned the floors for a while, I will go ahead and take my cordless vacuum and run the vacuum first, and then I will use my vacuum mop as well. So just to get like the main big crumbs up, I just don't like having all the big crumbs on the floor to do with the mop vacuum. I just feel like it will give it a little bit of a better clean, we could say that. So that's why I like to do the cordless vacuum first, but you don't have to do that. I just do that because we have so many crumbs and pieces that I rather do that first, and then, and it's not like I'm getting it perfectly. So then, because I know my wet mop vacuum is going to pick up the rest. So I went ahead and did that, and I'm going to get these cushion covers on here, and then I'm going to start over at the next couch. They have wet vacuum mops out there that are good for carpet and flooring. Now, because our carpet is so low, like there's not really like a shag to our carpet, I went ahead and used this vacuum mop on the carpet here. This one isn't supposed to go on carpets, but I just used it on there just to kind of pick up any of that surface dirt on there and help clean it a little bit. I do want to shampoo our carpet, but I didn't have time for that for this deep clean. But I just went ahead and used that mop there just to get some of that surface dirt up. So I'm just going to go through the kids' toys here. So this bin here is like our catch-all bin of anything that I don't really have a good home for, which ends up being a lot of like the stuffed animals. I saw those beanie bag chairs where it's like the cover, just like the cover of the beanie bag chair, but then instead of like the beanie bag stuff in there, you put your stuffed animals. And I find those really cool. So we just don't have enough stuffed animals quite yet. And not that I'm in a rush to get any more, but we just don't have enough yet to fill one of those up. So, but you know, whenever the kids get more and we get to that point, I think that's what I'm going to do next. But for right now, I just throw a lot of that stuff in the bin here. I also took some of the baby toys out. For some reason, we still had some of those in there. So I went ahead and just weeded those out just so I could put those all in storage. For cleaning our TV, I'm not a big fan of cleaning the TV. I try really hard to have our kids not touch the TV, but they love climbing on that little table under there and pointing to the show they like or whatever. So there is handprints sometimes on there, but I do try to get them not to do that. So you want to use a glass cleaner. You don't want it to be very wet. I'm sure they have TV cleaners too, but I'm not buying another product. I hate having a lot of products. So I use a glass cleaner. I use a clean microfiber cloth. And as you saw there, I had my arm extended and I sprayed the cloth. So it's very lightly misted. There's not a lot of product on there. And I went ahead and did circular motions on the TV. And you have to pretty much, you know, you use the damp side and then you do the dry side in very light pressure circular motions until you don't have any streaks anymore. So it is a little tedious, but if you do that order of very lightly damp and then turning it over quick and doing the dry side before like those streaks like dry up, your TV will be spotless. So that's how I clean our TV. I'm just finishing up wiping down and organizing this cabinet here. I went ahead and removed all the weights as well and dusted all under those weights, dusted the weights that's under the cabinet there. And now I'm going to go ahead and vacuum this floor. I'm going to mop this floor and get this area finished up and cleaned up. Now that I got the couch area done, I'm getting this area done. I can go ahead and finish this last little section of my living room. I'm going to go ahead and dust and wipe down this whole area here. This is my makeshift tray, which, as you can see, is not glued down. That was on the to-do list. I just never got to gluing that down. It is a plate and a bowl from Target, and they were 50 cents each, and it makes this adorable little tray stand that I use for decorating, and you're supposed to glue it down. It was like a TikTok thing, but I just never got to hot gluing it. Anyways, so if you take one thing off, just make sure you have hands to grab the other things because they fall off very easily. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and finish wiping this down and vacuum the floors here. I went ahead and finished organizing and going through all the kids' toys, and I could just wrap up this living room now.
I'm going crazy, I don't know what I should do. I keep dipping, but you stick to me like glue. Try to listen, but all that keep coming. Try to listen, but all that keep coming. I'm going crazy, I don't know what I should do. I keep dipping, but you stick to me like glue. I try to listen, but all that keep coming.
I'm just going to dust the lamps here and the island, wipe everything down, put away the last little things here that I have on the end of the island, and just wrap that up and find all the homes for that stuff. And that pretty much, besides then finishing up the floors and putting the last little bit of the kids stuff away, I am finished up my living room. And it feels so good to finally have done a deep clean and get this all organized and cleaned up and straightened up again. I hope today's video gave you lots of motivation to get your projects done, tackle them, even if it's just making that to-do list of what you have to get done. I feel like that's half my battle. I have all this stuff in my head that I need to get done, that I want to do, and it just starts getting so overwhelming for me when, you know, you feel like, oh, I have to get a snack, and I have to clean the bedding, and I have to vacuum, and I have to clean the kitchen, and I have to get the dishes done, and I have to clean the couch cushions, and it just gets so overwhelming. So I feel like when I can sit down, make myself a list of everything that I need to do, even if I don't get it all done in one day, I have my list that I could keep looking back to. So I hope this video gives you that motivation to get those projects done, to make that list, and it just gives you satisfaction to be able to like check something off, cross something off when you have finished it. So I have a running list that I constantly use. I add things to it, you know, or I'm able to cross things off. And I'll honestly put things on there that are easy to cross off, like throw out leftovers in the fridge. That takes me 30 seconds, but it just gives me that satisfaction to be able to check something off the list. So make sure you give yourself easy ones is what I'm saying, and you know, feel like you accomplished something. And it doesn't matter if it's easy or not. Go to the post office. If you need to mail something, put that on the list. You know, even though it's so easy, put it on the list because you're able to check it off and feel like, I'm getting my list done today. So that's all I'm saying. I hope this, you know, helps and, you know, makes it a little bit less overwhelming for you to get these things done on your to-do list. Thanks again so much for watching, and if you liked today's video, I would love it and really appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. I would love to hear your cleaning tips. How do you deal and help keep your house organized? What is your favorite cleaning tip that you just love sharing with people? I would love to hear that in the comments below, even if it's just to say hi. I love to hear where everyone's from. I shared this in other videos. I was born in Germany, and you know, I lived in Canada for a little bit, and then I moved here to the States in Pennsylvania. So I love hearing people's stories, where they're from and where everyone's watching from. So leave me a comment, and yeah, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel if you are new here, and if you want to see everyday life and my chaos world, what I do with all my kids, follow me over on Instagram at Nathalie.Minnick. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Enjoy your day. Until next time, see ya.